Alright guys, welcome to a video here. I'm just gonna do some pretty casual stuff on the video here. It's probably gonna be a long one. I'm just gonna farm some simulacrums, and I want to go ahead and buy a Mageblood. So I'm gonna finally sell my House of Mirrors that I've been saving up for a while. I kind of been every time. Little good tip for you guys: anytime you get enough exalts, which I should have done it with this stack, but I kind of knew I was going to spend it on the Mageblood. I think Mageblood's about 170x right now, so I have more than enough to get it with the exalts. I didn't want to waste my mirror buying the Mageblood, so I kind of, farmed up some more exalts, because I usually like to have at least one mirror a league and kind of just use it to mirror some god tier item somebody makes that I want to use, right? So that's what I like to try to spend it on. Anyway, that's kind of unrelatable to most people. But anyway, we're gonna buy a Mageblood. So yeah, but first I need to sell these to kind of liquidate some currency for the Mageblood. So while we do that, I'm just gonna do some casual simulacrum farming here. So yeah, you guys can join me for this. This is part of a little project I've been doing, which I'm going to make a much shorter video about, and kind of go over how good simulacrums are right now. I think everybody knows they're pretty good, but hey, who doesn't mind some PoE content? Show you guys what I'm doing. You can chill with me for a little while we blast some simulacrums here. So yeah, this build's pretty good at simulacrums. It's definitely not the best. I usually get at least 5 lines of loot. I mean, these early ones are kind of weird sometimes because they just don't give you many monsters, but we do have a Scarab reward right off the bat, which is real nice. Scarab rewards are probably the best. In doing these simulacrums, you get so much stuff. They're so profitable. So yeah, that's a pretty good start right there. Like the strong box reward, I think that's what that is, or I think it's just like generic item war chest. It gives nothing, basically. Absolutely nothing. So that's okay though. We will get plenty from the rest of it for sure. So not too worried about that. Alright, as you can see, I got a Headhunter, which is really how this build can function so well in simulacrums. It's pretty standard Lightning Strike Berserker. But yeah, it gets kind of carried through the later waves with Headhunter. I mean, it can do the later waves just fine without it, but you get much greater chance of dying and much greater chance of just not completing the simulacrum. I mean, I haven't not completed a wave 30 on this build in, I don't know, basically since the last time I upgraded it to be able to do this. So you can do it every single time, pretty much without fail, no matter what the mods are. But some, they're a little harder than others. So actually, I think there was one that I didn't do, but it was like Fizz as extra chaos with chaos pen, and cold as extra. Or Fizz is extra cold with cold penetration. So I was not able to finish that one because I just I don't know, I was on like wave 29 and I went to do a trade or something, or just had to stash stuff while I had Headhunter buffs up and lost all my buffs, and then had that really difficult wave. And yeah, I didn't want to lose any more XP, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just start a new simulacrum. Because I don't want to go back in there with big scary Kosis just destroying me and lose all my XP in 6 portals. So I think it was a wise decision. So yeah. And like I said, right now I'm kind of leveling up in simulacrums. That's how reliable this character is at completing them and farming them without dying. It's definitely not the fastest character. It definitely doesn't give you the most loot for simulacrums if you guys are looking for a build like that. This is just kind of very reliable. Alright, cool. We got some, there's currency rewards, actually the currency shards there from, they're called Harbinger rewards, I guess. surprisingly good. It's one of the bigger things you get from these simulacrums is you get a lot of exalted shards. So those are definitely big in what makes a lot of the profit. Kind of deceiving, not a lot of people consider those when they do. Definitely makes up quite a bit of the profit. No, I mean not quite a bit, but like, I don't know, 15-20%, something like that is going to come from your exalted shards. I get some other good shards too, ancient orb shards. And then, well, just about everything else is useless. Got essence and armor here. The essences are usually okay. I mean, you get a lot of essences from these simulacrums, but they don't, you know, they're all screaming, right? You don't get shrieking or deafening from simulacrums, so they add up, but they're not a ton of currency. Probably 5, maybe 10% of your profit from running these simulacrums is going to come from the essences you get. Nice to have though. It's real nice if you use some occasionally and you kind of just, you know, build up a stock while you're running these in your stash tabs. I do like it for that. But hopefully we get some whispers about those House of Mirrors we're trying to sell soon, and liquidate that and get our Mageblood in the middle of this video. Be pretty cool. And then I'm gonna try to make I'm probably gonna make a Mageblood build, but Gravebind gloves? I did. Yes, I'm probably gonna vol those. Okay, so you kinda wanna keep an eye out when you're doing these simulacrums, by the way. If you could vol those and hit something like they're worth like 10x. A tip for you there if you get Gravebind gloves. Yeah, so we get Scarab rewards, so try to go a little harder when we get Scarab rewards and really try to get into that, guarantee that 5th set of rewards, and hopefully the 6th would be really nice, but really on these earlier waves it doesn't really let you do that. So yeah, looks like it's already running out. Kind of petering out here, so yeah, we're just gonna get the 5 boards. But really nice. I mean, Gilda's Ambush Scarab alone, Polished Cardo, got some what other one? Just a lot of scarabs really. Let's see, how much do the Gilded Ambush go for? Yeah, that one alone just 16 chaos for the 1 scarab. Probably sells for more involved. So that's basically half of what a simulacrum costs to run. So they're just so profitable right now. I mean, the league's just in a really good state for making money. This league and last league with Arch Nemesis with the new expansion, I don't even know what it's called, Siege of the Atlas? I don't think it's, I don't know. War of the Atlas? I don't know, there's been so many of the Atlas expansions, I don't remember which one they actually called it, but the Eater of the Worlds, Searing Exarch expansion came out with Arch Nemesis, what I'm talking about, I'm sure you guys know. But yeah, the great changes to the Atlas passive tree. And man, I don't know. I'm never gonna hate on GGG. Those guys are so awesome. They churn out content like crazy. Their patches are always like, you know, the servers are down for 10 minutes, except on launch day when they're down for like 2 hours before the launch. And they're right back up again. I mean, I'm kind of an old World of Warcraft player, so it's like, I mean, they put out a basic patch and the servers are down for the entire day. My friend's still playing, and he was getting ready to raid the other night, and they put out a patch that day, and literally, his guild couldn't raid because the servers weren't back up until like 9 o'clock at night, and they're supposed to start at 8. It's like, it's insane what that company tries to do. People to pay for their game, they're just so bad. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little salty at Blizzard because, you know, I loved WoW too. I was a big WoW player. And yeah, it just slowly got worse and worse, and got to the point where the game's just not cool to play anymore, unfortunately. But it's okay. I can always play Path of Exile alongside WoW, and Path of Exile, kind of what I was saying from the beginning, is just such a great game. I just recently changed because I decided to start recording some videos and stuff for Path of Exile just because I play so much, and I was like, you know, why not? And man, check out that viewed wand. No, it's not really there. I just gotta build mod on it. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Path of Exile is just such a great game. Never really complained about GGG. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying, so I just changed my account name for Path of Exile because I wanted to match like what I'm gonna be using on YouTube and whatnot. So changed my account name, and I emailed these guys, and I wasn't even sure if I could do that. But I looked up some stuff in the forums, and they're like, yeah, change your account name. Saw somebody else did it, so shot him an email at GG's support, and within like 10 minutes, they emailed me back, and like, yep, we changed your account name. Thanks, let us know if you need anything else. And I was like, man, you guys are just awesome. So on top of it. I will literally never talk trash about how GGG does stuff. Because, I mean, yeah, stuff like the Arch Nemesis League launch was not that good, but man, some games you gotta wait days or weeks for patches on stuff like that, and they got it done in like 12 hours, recognized the problem, patched it. Granted, it wasn't perfect or anything. I mean, I got a really slow league start. I was going out of town the first day of the league start. Well, I was there the first night, is what I'm trying to say. But the next day I was leaving on vacation, and so I kind of missed the whole first week, but I was leveling the first night, so I got a good leveling session in, got my guy up to like 80, and that took me, I mean, I'm pretty good at getting through the axe. I've leveled quite a lot of characters, and yeah, it took me longer to level that time than it has in like, I don't know, since the first time I practiced leveling. It was kind of nuts. So yeah, the leveling experience with Arch Nemesis was pretty bad, but hey man, I'm not gonna complain too much. GGG, still awesome company. Alright, so I need to do, I think I'm just going to do it right now. We're just gonna quality these grave mines up and hit them with the follower. Yeah, those are actually pretty good rolls. Alright, nothing happened. What are they worth? They're worth like 10C. Yes. Remember the dome tab. So we got a couple of scare rewards so far, nothing else. And I haven't had like, for a while I was getting like a raw exalted orb every like, I don't know, 3 runs in Delirium, or in Simulacrums. And I haven't had a raw exalted orb in so long. It's been like 5 or 10, somewhere in there, since I had an exalted orb. So hopefully get one. Currency this time. You never know. I mean, it doesn't really matter as far as profit, getting a raw exalted orb or not for these simulacrums, but hey, it's always nice, you know? I just want to hear that swing sound, you know? Hear the item filter swing. You guys know what I'm talking about. We're getting kind of massive with the headhunter buffs here. Surprised nobody's trying to buy a House of Mirrors. I mean, typically there's not a whole lot of people buying those, but I put it down kind of in the price fixer range, and still nobody's buying them. So that's kind of odd. I think there was like 3 people had them below 50x, and then, you know, it's probably people price fixing. Or just trying to sell them pretty quickly. I don't think a lot of people price fix House of Mirrors. I mean, they probably do. I don't know what I'm talking about. There's like someone for everything in Path of Exile. There'll be some guy who's like shtick it is to price fix. I guess I'll EDC there. I'll trade him. I need to turn down that item filter, that's a little bit loud. There'll be some guy whose shtick it is to, you know, price fix mirrors as his currency farming strategy. I wanted 20 fertile, which I have so many of these from doing Simulacrum, so this is it's another one of the things you'll get, and it's not... They're kind of hard to liquidate, honestly. These fertile cows. I mean, I have a lot more that I just picked up. But yeah, you get a little bit of profit from these. It's always nice. That is loud. I apologize about that. Let me turn this down. It's already really low. What's going on? Oh, I think it's actually my overall volume way too high. Alright, cool. So I'll probably turn it up a little bit. Yeah. Up just... Probably good. It's still a little quiet, it's basically silent now. So I'm gonna turn that up just so it's not super boring. I should put on like some music or something while I was doing this. Do that in a second. Let's see. Sound, let's turn that back up. Oh, I didn't hit save. Why? Say after this wave, turn on some jams in the background. Let's make this a little bit more entertaining for you guys. But yeah, that Arch Nemesis League launch was kinda rough this time. I was a little tilted. I remember telling my friend he doesn't really, I mean, yeah, she's played Path of Exile, but she doesn't play that much. I was like pretty tilted and venting a little bit about it. I do remember. I was like, GGG always does this. They release it over tune and then they nerf it after the fact. And yeah, they do that, but I can't hit on it too much because their response time was so fast in fixing the problem. And I don't know, they're generally pretty awesome at everything compared to most other companies. These guys are like on top of it. Alright, so we got... These are pretty trash. Oh, probably need to put my incubators back on. If anyone's doing these Simulacrum farms, the incubators are pretty nice. When I first started doing them, I was like, I don't feel like keeping up with the incubators and putting them on my gear constantly. It's kind of annoying, but they really do pay off. So... Alright, turn on little jams here.
I will break you.
We're almost level 99, so well, I'm a little nervous. Not nervous, but I don't know how I'm gonna finish leveling because this guy, his character is set up basically to be a Simulacrum farmer. So yeah, I'm just a little nervous taking him into I mean, he does fine in match. The thing is, he's so life leech based, right? So probably definitely not that good at bossing because like the down phases where you know the boss is able to hit you but you can't hit the boss and you gotta dodge stuff, he's gonna be really bad in. He does not have very good regen, and if he can't hit anything, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of trouble. I don't know. I do need to make, that's what I'm gonna make my next character. I'm probably gonna make a Mageblood build to do bosses with. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I mean, I kind of want to play Cast on Crit Forbidden Right, but I don't know. I also kind of want to make my own build. I've been wanting to make my own build for a while. And I want to make something it's League Start viable, because I don't, there's a lot of cool builds I could make right now I've been thinking about, but if it's not League Start viable, there's like no point in me making my own build, right? It's like, oh, I could make this like strength stacking, you know, Giga Chad build that costs like 50x or whatever, but it's like, what's the point of doing that? Like, you know, oh, so when you get 50x you can make this build. I mean, it's a cool build, right? And people can do it later in the league, but I feel like most people aren't looking for builds like that. It's like, oh yeah, a really expensive build that does pretty well. It's like, shit. Yeah, I mean, you can basically do that with almost anything in PoE. So, I kind of want to make a build that's like, League Start viable, and then gotta separate those out of the dump tab here, so don't count them in our profits when we gotta analyze everything. But anyway, yeah, I kind of want to make a build that's just
I will not be made a fool.
League Start viable, so I can, you know, make a build guide for it and have people League start it maybe in 3.19. Be pretty cool, but yeah, it's kind of difficult. What if with something nobody's done yet? It's really good. And the way the game state is in right now, it's, to go on a little bit of a rant about it, it's like you gotta have some type of gimmick to have a good character. Like, you can't just like take you know, the crit nodes in the tree, have good armor and good, you know, evasion rating, good defensives, max res, and, you know, take crit nodes on the tree, get a good weapon or whatever, and, you know, do the end game. Can't do that anymore. You gotta have, like, you know, you gotta be abusing like Nightblade for attack builds. You gotta be, you know, abusing what's it called, Divine Shield and armor stacking for spell builds and that kind of thing, or some kind of strength stacking, in stacking, attribute stacking thing to have like a really good build, which is cool, but I think it's a little bit, like, the options are a little bit limited right now. What I'd like to see them do actually is just buff everything that's not used, rather than nerfing the overused stuff. I'd like to see them buff a lot of the underutilized skills. So I think with Arch Nemesis and the new Uber bosses, the end game's like in this state now where you could definitely just bring up all the underused stuff instead of nerfing the overused stuff for balance. There's literally, like, I mean, there's some stuff you just can't do. It's just not good enough. So that would be my suggestion. My desired outcome for the next league's patch notes, but let's see what GGG comes up with. I'm kind of, I mean, like a lot of the people, I'm kind of bored of the meta, so, okay, we got House of Mirrors selling there, and that should be just about enough. It's a little sketchy. Me too. Maybe not. Alright, well, this is cool. We got our 2 House of Mirrors selling for 98 exalts. $98 exalt sale. Pretty cool. It's the bigger sales I've done in like a long time. I'll check on the Mageblood price. I'm like 5 exalts short right now. They're going for about 170. I think 171 last time I checked. So fire on Mageblood, pretty. Some stuff. Oh yeah, I need to put in my incubator too. It's actually a big part of the profit in Simulacrums is having some incubators on. Some of the better ones, gift cards, the scarabs are pretty good. The best ones are Expedition. But I use those basically as soon as I get them, so I don't really have any essences. Are okay. The map ones are pretty good because you can get Guardian maps. It's item level 76 one. It's not giving me shit. Currency ones can be okay too. Oh, and the gem ones are pretty good. Obviously, it's towards efficiency goes, it's definitely not worth like sitting here in your hideout picking out all the best incubators one at a time, but I'm kind of chilling at this point in the league, honestly. I'm not in a huge rush to make currency, obviously. You guys can probably tell just by looking at my stash. But yeah. So hopefully we can make a pretty cool build. Like I said, I want to make a cool league starter that's gonna use a Mageblood eventually, and then I'll throw on my Mageblood. But I want to make something that's like viable without it, and then can just go into it. Because honestly, I've been kind of messing around with POB, and Mageblood, it's not really that great offensively. It's like gives your build free like res cap and like action speed or movement speed. So everyone's trying to buy these now. 3 House of Mirrors for 127? That's just scamming people. But I have to reply to this just to troll. Because I had them on sale for 30. Or for 50, for 49 exalts each, so if you were going to buy 3, it would have been 147. He's like, buy for 127. I see what he's doing. It's actually kind of smart. Because people don't remember what they list things for, so like, oh yeah, I'll sell those for 127. Yeah, like, okay. They're gonna forget that they actually listed them for higher. Probably doesn't really work with House of Mirrors, because people are probably pretty aware of the fact that that's super underpriced what they listed them for, but that's probably scamming some people out of it. Sadly.
My money is gone.
I'm gonna check, I'm just gonna stop the recording for a second, go check and make sure. Oh, mana reservation, oh man. So sad it's 2 passive. If you hit these item level 84 increased mana reservations for, which they're pretty commonly hit actually, in these simulacrums for, if it's 3 passive instead of 2 passive, they go for 3x, which is definitely a nice little boost to your simulacrum farms. Anyway, hold on, I'm gonna stop the video. I just want to check some volume levels. Alright, cool. We're back. I think I had my my item filters and stuff turned up a little bit too loud. So hopefully it's a little bit better for you guys. 2 people that are probably gonna watch this video. And maybe not even that many. But it's cool. Kinda just chilling, doing some simulacrums. I'd be doing these just like this without recording anyway, so it's not like not like super high effort or anything here going on by me to do this. You know, I don't know. Figured, you know, I'm always scouring YouTube for some good PoE content. I pretty much just want to watch somebody chill and play the game. So figured I'd start recording a lot of stuff I'm doing when I'm just doing that, and some people will find it interesting. Man, that is so close to 5 reward. Right there, I kind of really pushed that hard. The reward options weren't that good. Should probably push for 5 every time though and stuff. I'm being quite lazy right now, but it's okay. Div cards are pretty good. The other ones are all pretty trash. We can get, it's like a couple of decent lab enchant helms. Kinetic Blast, Additional Explosion is the most expensive right now. It goes for like 2x, I think. So get that to drop, that'd be pretty cool. As far as lab and enchant helmets, lab helmet enchantments.
My mana is gone.
It's about the best option we can have there. Are these last little guys? Oh, it's this one over here. Oh, just have the back. think there's a couple good ones. I can't remember the other ones. I know I saw them. Alright, cool. We got double scare rewards here, so we gotta like pump. It's like fucking epilepsy time, guys. We get like a bajillion headhunter buffs and be teleporting around everywhere, and nobody, including myself, is gonna know what's happening. But hopefully we get 5 to 6 rewards. Oh, we got Kosis in here too. Oh, a little sketchy. Oh, never mind. We just got some crazy headhunter buffs, so 2 to 6. Oh, I think everything stopped spawning. Yeah, we're different records. What's this super annoying song? Oh, Lightning Strike 2 Proj. Additional Proj is pretty good. Rage Vortex, Face Trap, okay. Anything else is badge.
I cannot do this yet.
For some reason, like, a little trick for you guys. I mean, most people probably know this, but if you tap the item filter on and off again, it will, like, reorganize the, like, list of shit on the ground, but for some reason, it does not work. Scarabs on my current setup or configuration or wherever I have it, it just doesn't work. Which is kind of annoying, but it's not a problem very often. Just enough for me to be able to complain about it. You know. Gosh, I'm still in awe at the like anti-melodic nature of that last song that just came on. It was like so hard to listen to. I don't know who made that song, but they were like, let's make it sound like a broken siren. Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, it's really not good. Stack decks. Blink arrow. Blink arrow's horrible. Dash cooldown uses. Whoa. Yeah, no, we're not interested in that. It's okay. Yeah, the rewards have been pretty not hard. I guess I can't complain too much. We got some pretty nice scare rewards so far. I don't even know what wave we're on. We'll have to buy some more Kosis. I think we might be on like 27 already. That was pretty tanky. Probably one shot. That was an incubator app. Kosis. Yeah, as you can tell, my build gets usually. Oh, I haven't got on me for it. I'm gonna get 6 roll. As you can tell, my build gets 5 to 6 rewards every wave set. Usually, I mean, I could get 6 most of the time if I really pushed it, but I've just been lazy. Got some exalted shards. Well, just one, but
I cannot carry this.
pause it. Every. Man, I really wish that Buster Jewel would have been better. Would have been a nice bump, but I don't know, like I said, I don't even really need currency at this point in the league anymore. I'm just trying to do a couple of like cool builds to finish the league out, and probably just get another. There's so much to do this league actually. With the, I keep forgetting about the challenges, and I've done like I'm like 8 out of 40 or something. Like I haven't done any challenges. And I really want that armor set, so I don't know, man. I think it was pretty smart of GGG to, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Put that in the game, but at the same time, it's really difficult. There's a good little example there, I almost died. The character is very life HP. Wow. That is so sad. I died at 99%. Ah, man. Kind of a bummer that happened in this video. Right off the bat, even after me talking about how that never happens, but kind of skeptical to go back in there. I don't think it's worth it at, I don't know what wave it was, but definitely not worth it. Yeah, stuff's just hitting too hard. I mean, I could do it, but I'd probably just die a lot, and I don't want to my XP. The loot is not worth the XP at this point. It's alright. Just throw another Simulacrum in. Let me upgrade my counter here. We're on 19 Simulacrums for this farm so far. So that's a little better. I think the last layout is one of the worst ones as far as getting rewards. I don't mind it too much, but it's like, doesn't seem to generate rewards very well. Actually, my Berserk was messed up that last map, that last Simulacrum. Attack speed just seems like really slow. Not really paying attention. For those of you guys out there that play Lightning Strike Berserker, and you get to deal with all these buttons, if I got them set up like my I have them on my mouse buttons, and I have like a a third-party mouse. I got a Corsair mouse, and the little software that comes with Corsair allows you to make macros on the mouse, and I just have it set up to toggle those buttons like on hold down, so I don't actually have to hold them down. It's way nicer. So like my Withering Step and my Berserk here are just on a toggle. So I press them once, and then when I want them not to be held down again, I just press the button again. But every time I go in and out of a map, it seems to want me to do that again. So sometimes I lose track of like if it's toggled down or not. And I think that's what happened last time, but I don't know. Could have just died. Probably my fault. I mean, it's my fault one way or the other, but yeah. Just trying to come up with an excuse, I suppose. I'm just embarrassed is all, guys. No, it does happen. This character, that's why I'm a little nervous about continuing to try to level in Simulacrums with this guy on 99. Like, 98's been pretty smooth. I probably died like 5 times total in 98, including that one. But 99, if you died like 5 times, I don't... There's a certain point your progress is going to get overtaken by your deaths, and at 98-9 it's like so punishing. And what I'm trying to say is, if I were to continue to die at that same rate at 99, I don't know if I would actually make more progress, or make the progress that's required to get to 100 doing this same method here. I mean, I probably would, but it'd probably just take forever. So I don't know, and I'm kind of tired of playing this character. It's been basically my league starter. I have 3 characters like before. One's 91, one's 94, and this one's 98 now. So one of them was supposed to be my league starter. I had like a really rough league start because, like I said earlier, I was out of town the whole first week. Literally, our league launch was Friday, and Saturday morning I was leaving for vacation. So I stayed up Friday night, gaming my heart out, and got a character level. But then the whole next week I couldn't really, I couldn't play at all. So, which is fine, but obviously not ideal for my PoE gaming success. It's like so important. Nah, not really, but I still did fine this league. But the build I was trying to do is, I was trying to do that, what's that one guy's name on YouTube? Which I don't know how to say it. It's like a J, but I don't know if it's like, he's definitely a European dude, but I don't know if it's like one of those like soft J's in his name, or it's Jamon or Hamon or something like that. I'm pronouncing it like it's Spanish, but it's probably... Anyway, the guy is makes some really cool builds. Super smart guy, obviously. And I was trying to do his armor stack. It said Doriani's prototype, Perseverance. No, it's the Immortal Flesh one. Melding Doriani's build where you get like literally 1,000,000 armor and scale your damage off your armor. Kind of like Perseverance, but a little different. You end up with way more. And yeah, it looked really good, but I got it all together, and I was like, this thing just isn't working the way it should, and I kind of got impatient with it and just switched into something that I knew worked. So I went into Corrupting Fever after that, after it didn't work, and just kind of farmed a little bit of Corrupting Fever, and then eventually I made my what I've been playing the past couple the League Start, which is really good all-around build, accuracy stacking jug. Because you can get it online for really cheap, and it basically does all content. It can't do Ubers, and it can't do Simulacrum 30, but it can get to like wave like 25 in Simulacrum. Not that you'd want to do Simulacrum on it, because it's not good enough, but just to give you guys an idea of like how it performs, you know. And you get about wave 25, probably more. It can definitely go higher. It just depends on what mods you get. And, you know, oftentimes it's gonna peter out around 25, 26, 27. You might get to wave 30 if you get lucky, but most likely you're not going to. So yeah, but that's a super good league starter. Super fast too. I mean, it has like just basic like 10, 12, 15 attacks per second just sitting in town. So like when you go around a map, you can just like what I'm doing kind of right now. Except probably a little bit faster than that. Whirling blades around a map, so super good for just speed farming maps. I really like that build. And it's a great league starter because it's like nothing but uniques, basically. But you can be a little tricky to get your gear all evened out and have like your res cap with that build because it's so many uniques, but it's still really solid. Man, it's so sad to be hitting level 99 right now if I didn't die. I've said this, I don't know, I just need to pay attention more. Like when I'm basically a wave 25 plus, I can't let my Headhunter buffs fall off in between waves. I just need to go a little faster and be a little more cognizant of the amount of buffs I have in between waves. Edward's Trial. +2 to level 16. I was saying I just made a crafting video, man. Those are actually so good for grabbing bases. Like, I'm pretty sure if you really wanted, if you were like just coming up with some little niche like farming shtick and you wanted to be like the high item level base dude, you could just do College Trial and pick up like good bases off the ground that are like item level 88, 89, 90 in there and sell them to people trying to recombinate fractured mods. And you would make like probably a ton of currency. And you could just like level your character while you do it. It'd be really slow once you got to like, I don't know, 97. But yeah, as long as you don't die. I don't know. It's just kind of sketchy doing like the rotas, because that's how I do it. I do a no rota if I was gonna do that, because the XP just not good outside of a rota. Yeah, you could definitely farm some stuff up. Just chilling in some College Trials. Chayula's Pure Breachstone Rhoda. I haven't really looked on TFT. I'm pretty sure the 5-way dudes are like fine now with the Headhunter buffs. I think I saw people doing them on TFT and before the headhunter buff, so I think they were like kind of just fine the whole time. I probably would not have done them if they didn't buff headhunter though. I wouldn't risk going in there. But I don't know. When you do them with TFT, you can basically just like demand your money back if the person carrying doesn't do it right. And most of those people are pretty cool and chill about doing them. Like the one guy, I did some last league to just speed level something, and I was like just buying him from this one guy who's hosting over and over again. And yeah, he was pretty cool, man. If like anything went wrong with any of the runs, he'd just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna throw in a free one for you guys," here and there. Just really not even, he didn't even have to, he just did it. Just cool, man. Two. I think I'm making about 5% of a level per Simulacrum right now. It's been good to check at the end of this. I actually haven't even checked in a while, like how much I make per Simulacrum as far as XP goes. Been too obsessed with that currency, you know? Been wanting way too much money at the Exile. The downfall of a man. No, just kidding. That sounds pretty tame. It is super addicting though, especially when you first start playing. Well, I'm at the point now where I get pretty bored. I think on Earth is actually a pretty decent one, but it's a crappy base. So anyway, like I was saying, I'm at the point now where I just like I'm pretty good at the game, so I get everything I want pretty fast. And then a lot of people don't realize like. Actually not a good thing about the Exile, because then you're bored and you're like, well, I got all the stuff I wanted, nothing else for me to do. It's kind of been like a topic of conversation in the community. I've heard on like some PoE podcasts people talking about that, and I would like to see him actually slow down the progression, but then you know, like casual players are gonna get angry because they're gonna be like, man, I don't have time to do this super long progression. But then at the same time, they're probably gonna quit after playing for like a month because they've done everything. And it's like, well, if the progression was slowed down, you wouldn't have everything done by now, and you'd actually probably play the game longer. And yeah, you might feel like it's taking longer, and it might be frustrating to experience that, but at the same time, you have to realize getting more content. Because it's not, the content isn't unlocked as easily. So, I would like to see him do something like that. I think they've been talking about it, because I think even the, something like hardcore racing people have been talking about, like the ratio or the linear progression from, you know, end of campaign to maps to yellow maps to red maps is like too fast right now. And your character, oh, that might be a good one. An okay one. Anyway, your character will get the red maps basically before it's ready to. Like it's gonna get, because of the map drops and stuff. You'll be in red maps because they'll drop on the ground so quickly. And so, in such high amounts that you'll be able to get to a higher tier map before your character's even like high enough level or progressed enough gear-wise to do it. And these are, you know, solo self-found hardcore players saying this stuff, so they know like, what the game gives you and what you're able to do with it, basically to the min-maxed point, right? And they've been saying, a lot of these people. And I'm talking about like Noogie and Karn and Zizaran and guys like that are actually in kind of the racing scene. Yeah, they've been saying you get there too fast and your character isn't ready, and they have to actually like stop themselves from doing the maps and the content that they're getting dropped because their characters won't be ready to actually complete it without dying. So I think it would be a little more interesting. Obviously, I mean, we used to have the Watchstone system and like the 8 different sections of the Atlas, which you had to get 4 Watchstones each for, which that was definitely a little too grindy, but I don't know, it slowed the progression down, and it kind of made the Atlas grind a little more significant. And now with potential Arch Nemesis, people are just completing the Atlas in like, I don't know, the first day, where usually it took 2 or 3 days. And that means that people that are playing casually, you know, it'll take them a lot longer, right? Which is could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I think it's more of a balance thing. You gotta get it kind of just right, where it's not so fast that like hardcore racers are complaining, but it's not so slow that your casuals are like, I literally can't get this done. I got 8 jobs and 5 kids and 3 wives, and I just can't get it done. I got too much stuff to do. I can't play PoE. So, you know, I'm memeing, but you know, there are legitimate people that you know, would like to play more and don't have the time and feel like it's too grindy. And you gotta respect their time that they put in the game and try to give them the best experience that you can give, while simultaneously, you know, trying to cater to the more hardcore players. Well, like I said, it's a balance thing. So, but I think it's a little too fast right now. Looks like we might be getting more XP than 5% per run here, because I'm like, I haven't even got to the real good ones yet, and I'm already at like, I don't know, almost halfway to 95% again. That's so sad. Dying at 99%. It's okay though. I'm actually more, like I said, I'm more concerned about this wave 20. Concerned about level 99, and I'm gonna approach leveling for that, because I don't know if I can just keep doing simulacrums and actually get it in a reasonable amount of time. We will see. We will see. Large cluster jewel. I basically don't pick up large or medium cluster jewels. Large. I don't pick up large or medium cluster jewels anymore. Basically, I think the market's kind of petered out. That's definitely a really good thing to do like the first week or two of the league, though, because you know, cluster jewels just inherently make just about any build stronger than picking up the nodes on the passive tree. You get such a large amount of good notables. But yeah, I think the market is definitely dried up for cluster jewels. A gate amulet. Melee splash. Superior energy blade. Pick that up. There's a giga meme skill though. I don't think anybody's using that. I think Scissorin actually made a YouTube video telling people not to use that skill because it's so bad. So I doubt I'm gonna sell that, but I don't know. Pick it up. I do like to have a little bit of like a collection of you know, just good things in my stash. If I ever decide to do something with it, I don't have to go out and buy it. It'll just be in my stash and be like, oh, you know, decided to play an Energy Blade build, and there's a 2120 gem in my stash chilling that I could just use. And it just saves me time later, because I don't have to like go on trade site, find somebody that's got one, message like 8 people, try to get one of them to reply, and then, you know, do all that. Pick it up out of my stash. So I don't mind having little things like that in my stash tab for that reason. Yeah, I think my Berserk and my, yeah, what I'm talking about, my Berserk and my, Withering Step kind of got toggled off there at some point. I was kind of noticing I was going kind of slow. So yeah, they're back on now, so I should be back to blasting. Let's see, where's the person? Let's see him, where is this is like wave 21, it's kind of low damage, but fine. Really more about the headhunter buffs with this method I'm using. If I get good headhunter buffs, I'll die real fast. Plus, I don't know, it's probably like a tankier wave for elemental resistance or something. And I really need to push harder to get better rewards here. Scare reward. I push harder for this one. Need to get my Berserk yet. When I hit 99, I'm actually going to respec, like a tiny little respec on the tree, to get more Warcry cooldown recovery so I can have Berserk up more often, because it's just like barely not up as much as I'd like it to be. I should get 5 rewards here. Yeah. It's like a fucking giga fail if we don't get 5 rewards on a Scarab reward type wave. Split arrow, elemental hit. I actually did it. Lightning Strike, 2 prods. It's actually one of the other good ones, but it's not. It's a Lightning Strike one, is what I'm trying to say. It's the Pierce. Not the additional proj. Nobody gives a shit. I've actually used that before. And like this version of Lightning Strike is kind of more melee hit based, but like the accuracy stack one, your projectiles do more damage and you take like point blank and all that. And I've tried it out on that one. I'm like, oh man, you know, you can get additional projectile hits if you have more projectiles. It'll be so good, but it like doesn't shotgun, so it just doesn't do anything. It just gives you like more spread, I guess, but you obviously don't need it. Inventory's full, so this is kind of a good time. Let's redo our incubators real quick before the waves get like super tough, because what are we on? We're on wave like 24 or something? Oh man, we're on 26. It should still be okay. But this is a good time. It's kind of actually not a good time, but the ideal time to do this would be like right before wave 25, but it's pretty hard to get to wave 25 and not fill up your inventory before wave 30 and have to come over here and do this. Which, by the way, I'm making a big deal out of this because I don't want to lose my headhunter buffs in between waves, but we definitely have already, so I'm just like chilling right now while I put some more incubators on. The incubators I have kind of suck right now, so just skittering here. Some the map ones are pretty good. The other ones suck. I'm gonna like stare into this giant quad tab full of all these colors and pick out the incubators I need. Grenade, okay, that's good. These are some of the best ones here. Current V shards. From Foreboding, you can get Delta shards. Divination cards, pretty good. You know, you get an apothecary. Who knows? Probably not though. I think that's everything. Right? And yeah, some people might be watching and be like, why the fuck is he messing around with these incubators so much? But they do definitely add up. Because I was doing this at first and I was not using incubators. And I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but I definitely noticed, I was like, man, some of these incubator drops are pretty nice. Probably just keep throwing these on. So that's what I did. And that's what we're doing now. Because incubators are pog. Even though they're like super annoying, but what are you gonna do? GGG wants you to get the loot a certain way, you can't say no, you gotta get the loot, you know? Because this doesn't murder me right now. Hey, steal that little molten shell block. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Rare Monster. Makes me feel more secure while I'm beating Kosas' ass. Oh my god. Giant pack-in. The other thing. More? Oh, hurry up. Nice. Skilled at divination. Polished divination. This is worth like. Polished are probably like 10-15C. The gilded are like 20C. Another scare reward, man. We are just killing it right now. We're gaming, guys. We're gaming. What is this like? Legoland music we got going on in the background here. Sounds like it's a soundtrack for like the next children's Pokemon game or something. So it's not that bad. I think this artist was going for upbeat and they landed in children's TV show territory. It's okay though. It is upbeat. I'll give him that. I'm murdering Kosas here. I kinda wanna go quickly because I don't have. I can just tell like the time it took to kill them. Okay, we got a couple more rares there we're killing, which is nice. Yeah, I could tell my headhunter buffs just weren't that good. Voices up 7 passive. You actually get those quite a bit. 7 passive one. I've seen 2 or 3 5 passive. No 3 passive, no 1 passive. Since I've been doing these, I've done about 20 Simulacrum stuff. I mean, I've done more this league, but since I was like kind of keeping track of the loot and really paying attention to the drops and tracking everything, probably done, well, I have done 20, so because I'm keeping track of it, like I just said. So yeah, got about 2 of those. Not die here. Because we do not want to die at 95% after just dying at 99%. On a not log. The damage is pretty good right there. Not amazing, we didn't melt Kosas, but killed him pretty quickly. It's kind of hard to actually like make sure I'm hitting him when there's like shitload of mobs. Wow, that guy's like really tanky, or it's really. That's cool though. We're like finishing the wave with a couple rares. It's terrible. That's a. I guess I don't really have time to look at it further, but it's like a decent. There might be a temple mod on that wand, which sometimes those can sell for like an X. I don't think that one sells for like an X. I know like the fizz damage one will, and the some of the other ones will for the mods, the wand mods rather. Man, Recombinator's just so fucking cool. Before, like item like that would be just absolute trash. Just leave it on the ground. No value, but now Combinators, man. Giving life to the rare items. Giving hope to the rare item. Couldn't ever get a girl, man. Now they're bringing in the ladies. They got all the exalts. They're pulling up in their cool sports car for the stash tab. Like, yo, I'll take an exalt. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm I'm really happy with the incubators are affecting the economy in that regard. It's been pretty cool actually. I'm really impressed with GGG doing such a good job on that. Those guys are man, I've just been like just been all over GGG this video, but I don't know. They have been doing a really good job lately. Aside from the Arch Nemesis stuff, but hey man, everything's so good otherwise. I think we can cut him a little bit of a break on that, even though it was a little bit ridiculous, but can't complain too much when they fixed it so fast. I mean, some of the shit's still a little problematic, but I think it's fine now. Oh my god. Okay, I want to get my more buffs or something here. Because Ghost is kind of kicking my ass a little bit. A little sketchy. I don't think I deserve. This is definitely sketchy. Okay. Alright. Man, I was worried I was gonna die there.
My money is gone.
Kill him actually, okay. This one little fucking hedgehog over here. There's another one. Okay, that was wave 32. Cool. Done with another wave. It looks like I'm taking about 30 minutes to do these. And yeah, they do give about 5% XP per Simulacrum. That's what I thought they were giving, but I didn't really pay too much attention to that.
I cannot do this yet.
We'll do a couple more of these. But yeah, I might cut the video right there. It's like a solid hour-long video. I don't know if I want to make, we might keep going, I don't know. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know if I want to make like a 3-hour video of doing simulacrums. People probably won't watch that, but, you know, we'll see. Make like a chill and simulacrum video for people. And someone might watch it, someone might not, you know, throw it out there, it doesn't really matter. Alright guys, back doing some stuff. I'm actually just gonna do some trades together here real quick. See what we could do. Let's see, man. Going to come in here and do that, man. She's so cool. I'm like all distracted now. Anyway, I want to sell my stack decks. Items I want. Items I have. Stack decks. So I want Exalty orbs, and I want you to give me fucking stack decks. Or, I want to give you stack decks. Okay. So, do I have my mouse wheel thing set up? I do. Alright, what do we got? 558. So that's 1, 2. Actually, it's gonna be like everything full, and then 58 is 60 here. So this is 58. Right? No, it's okay. I know what it is. It's 550 is all but one line full. Let's get 6x in the window, alright. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Just getting the funds together here to buy this Mageblood. We might have enough right now. It's like 171, 172 results. 72. Let me just sell a couple other things so I'm not dead broke. I mean, I'm literally just gonna put the Mageblood right in my window. I don't know if I should wait too, because I'm not gonna use it for a couple days. And they've been dropping in price. Because they were half a mirror, and I think what happened is like a lot of people are farming them. There's kind of a lot like being generated this league, and the price of mirrors just steadily goes up, right? And there were like half a mirror for the longest time, and then I think mirrors just kept going up like they do, and you know, people couldn't sell their Magebloods for half a mirror anymore because people were like, yeah, I'm not paying half a mirror. And then the price kind of, people started pricing them not in relation to mirrors. They started pricing them for just exalted orbs, and the price came down quite a bit. Now before when you'd search for them, they'd be like, everybody had them listed for like 1/2 mirror, 1/2 mirror, 1/2 mirror. Now everyone's got them listed for like 170, 169 X. They're coming down. Fuck it, I'll just buy this one if this guy's selling. Like, if I were to wait, it'd probably be better. But yeah, the next cheapest is 172, so should figure out what to sell. I mean, I'm definitely not. I'll just sell these ancient orbs, actually. I'm definitely not. I'm not gambling anymore this league. As you guys don't know, I'll probably say this a few times throughout my videos, but I spent 10,000 Astrogallies this league. The start of the league, because that was like one of the things I wanted to do. I was like, you know what, I want to get a Mageblood this league. I'm gonna do a thing everybody does, and yeah, I'm just gonna gamble Astrogallies and get a Mageblood like everybody else does. And I spent like a week farming artifacts and rolling Astrogallies, and I did 10,000 Astrogallies, and I got 1 Aegis Aurora Shield. No Squires, no Headhunters, no Magebloods. 10,000 Astrogallies. It's wild. And quite sad. That almost killed the league for me. I had to trick my brain into being like, alright, what else do we want to do? This is fun, let's just do something else. And yeah, I kind of got focused in a different direction. But yeah, that was wild. In the worst way possible. 171.9. How old are you? '78, 1991. Guys, for 172. Okay. Be very careful about this trade. Alright, here we go, guys. We're buying the Mageblood. 172. Vaulted orbs. Trade cancelled. This already being sketchy. 172. Mageblood. Yeah. Alright, that's the first Mageblood I've ever had. It's pretty cool.
I cannot do this yet.
So, we're gonna not put it on and play this other character and not use the Mageblood. So glad I bought it. No, I'm gonna use it eventually. I just wanted to have it because it's been one of my goals to get one this league. So, goal achieved. And next thing I want to do is I'm gonna make a build for it. I'm gonna make a build that's like league start viable, and then I mean a lot of builds can use a Mageblood, so it's not that hard to do. But I want to make a league start viable build first, and then it's also gonna be a build that like takes good advantage of using a Mageblood, and then I'll make it a Mageblood build after I kind of make it league start viable. So yeah, Mageblood acquired, guys. Super cool. So yeah, we're doing pretty well this league. As you can see, Mageblood, Headhunter, got another mirror in addition to all these nice items we got. So it's pretty fog. I think I still have, yeah, I've got a house of mirrors just sitting here too. So I'm probably gonna burn that and use that for making this this Mageblood build, throwing something together. But for now, we need to buy some more Simulacrums and just keep blasting, because we're not quite done with our Simulacrum video. Wait, did I even finish this last Simulacrum I was just doing? Did I open another one? This one's done, right? Yeah, this one's done. Make sure. Where's... Actually, like, it's not there, so I know it's done. Being a little bit of a beggar right now. It's okay, it's okay. I'm a smart, well-functioning adult. It's fine, it's fine. Minimum stock, 5 Simulacrums. And 39C each for Simulacrums. They're actually getting cheaper. Oh my god, this guy's selling for 35C? And he's not price fixing? What the fuck? Looks so good. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's buy some new Simulacrums. 35C each, like ridiculously easy it is to profit. I mean, it's already ridiculously easy, even if they're like 50C, but this is just like 1, 2, 3, 4. So easy to profit, man. It's fucking awesome. Alright, let's throw all this shit in the stash, except for one. And let's get back to blasting. Alright, cool. Cool. We're gonna be just short of leveling here unless, I don't know, the stars align and we get some... Oh, there's something else I need to check. Are these... Yeah, level 20. Actually, I haven't done this in a while and I should have been doing it. I should check my recombinators too. So I've just been leveling up hatred gems. Because I did a little price checking and everyone says, oh, you level awaken gems when you do Simulacrum. And I was doing that. But they just take forever, and I don't like buying like 6 3x awakened gems and leveling them and just like sitting on all that currency and hoping the market doesn't crash on them while I'm trying to sell them or something, which it probably won't, but I don't know. I can basically level 6 and it takes like a Simulacrum and a half to level them, and I can make like 100C if I hit a good level 21 hatred, which I didn't there, so it's kind of a bad example. Kind of just look like an idiot for doing it, but... By the way, the reason I'm using hatred gems is there's probably a different skill gem that's worth more, but these will sell at 0 quality at level 21. So all I have to do is level them once and Vol Orb them, and then they'll sell for like 100C. So it's pretty nice. It takes like, you know, basically makes your Simulacrums free if you hit something. Actually making a little bit of profit, and then literally everything else you get is pure profit, aside from just leveling the gems. So yeah, Simulacrums are kind of insane right now. I mean, they're always real good though, but they are especially good right now because everything's so cheap. Because everybody's wanting to do those like Kinetic Blast and Magic Find on Crimson Temple. Which I actually did for a little bit, and I don't know. Like, I really like doing it when I'm in the map blasting, but I hate having to go buy all the sextants and buying all the scarabs and all that shit. It's so annoying. And you have to do like a check because like every map, like, okay, is everything good? Is everything set up right? Yeah, everything's set up right. Cool. Okay. My Atlas is perfect, just the way I want it. I mean, you really don't have to mess with Atlas. I'm just kind of over reasons to not like it because I just don't like it. But that's just me, man. I just like Elk and Ghost strategies where you just get in and you blast, you go, and you don't have to spend like an hour on the trade website and in your stash organizing how you're gonna go about farming maps for the next, you know, half an hour until you have to buy more of the things that you need to play the game, you know? But I'll probably do some of those farms because I do like doing them. It's just so tedious setting everything up. I tell you, when I really put up with it was in Scourge League when everyone was doing the NIM 3 farming on tower. Man, I did that, and I was like, I did not mind buying all those watchstones because the profit was just, I don't know, man, it was so satisfying having like one Exalt and one Nurse card drop like every map. I mean, sometimes like you can get 2 or 3 Exalts in a map. 2 Nurse cards in a map. The Nurse cards were a little bit more rare than the Exalts, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it was satisfying. So I didn't mind grabbing all this stuff then because it was like it was worth it. But now it's like it's kind of just not fun the way farming goes. And I was probably not min-maxing it correctly or something when I tried it, but I just don't prefer those kind of methods. I just like Alch and go blasting, which, man, that's why I had so much fun in Arch Nemesis, man. Because you could just Alch and go and boss rush and like full clear the map. The altars, you get like a bajillion scarabs and essences and maps and all kinds of good shit. And yeah, it was so nice. Sorry about that. Sound is like bugging out. Yeah. I don't know, I've got some weird headhunter mods, so apologize if it's like super loud on the recording, but try to edit it out or something. It just does that. It's like the game literally rips in half from headhunter and these weird noises start coming through. UE client. But anyway, yeah, not a huge fan of the super juice strats. Arch Nemesis was so nice. At one point, I was like doing the tree and horde recipe in Arch Nemesis for those of you guys who know what that is. With the what were the recipes? Assassin, rejuvenating, tree and horde, that thing. I think it was just the 3 combination of those, and getting like the raw exalt traps from that, and that was I'd like just farm those every map, throw those together, boss rush, grab all the essences, kill the harbingers. And yeah, that was like the strat. And I was doing it really early on too, because I had I didn't go out of town for Arch Nemesis League start, and I had like a really good build plan and a really good, I just like, I crushed it on Arch Nemesis. That was actually the league on softcore. I was the number 4 Juggernaut to level 100. You can look it up, I think, if you want. I was like number 400 overall or something. Or it might have been less than that. It sounds like too much, but I don't remember. Maybe it was like 150. I don't know. I actually wasn't even going for it, but then I was like, I noticed it was really high level pretty early, and I was like, I wonder if I'm like on the leaderboards at all. And I checked, and I was like, I could have got top 3. I could have got 3rd. The guy that beat me on Juggernaut for number 3 spot was actually, I forget what the rankings were for overall, right? But he was one ahead of me for overall rankings too, right? So say I was like, out of all the classes or all the archetypes, I was the 400th person to hit level 100, right? Well, he was the 399th, which means he hit it just before me on the Juggernaut, and he was the 3rd Juggernaut, and I was the 4th. So he just barely beat me and had to be within an hour. He hit level 100 before me or something. So I could have got top 3, but it's cool. We got top 5, number 4 Juggernaut. That was pretty cool. And like I said, I wasn't even going for it. I was just like, I'm like really high level, really early in the league. I wonder if I'm on the leaderboard, and sure enough I was. And it's like, alright, well, let's blast and try to make top 3. And we ended up getting top 5, which is still really cool. So I was pretty happy with that. I had a great league start, and it actually could have gone smoother, because I was planning on doing... I did, like, Infinite Heist strat, which I'd recommend anybody that's watching to league start in softcore. Infinite Heist stuff is just so good if you do it right. You gotta kind of plan your league start around it, but anyway, I'm not talking about Infinite Heist strats right now. But that's what I did, and then I went into Path of Math's General Cry Berserker, which was really good for League Start, I will say. But I ended up switching out of it pretty early, within a couple days, because it just wasn't mapping fast enough. It was dying, like, quite a bit. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to old reliable, man. I'm gonna go back to Accuracy Stack Jug. And I had plenty of currency, basically from the Infinite Heist League Start that I'm talking about. For those of you guys don't know what it is, you can look it up. Just look up like Infinite Heist on YouTube. I think Spicy Sushi, some other guys have some pretty good videos on it. Definitely a great strat for League Start. Those of you guys don't know, you just literally sit in Heist and like there's a vendor recipe to lower your level, and you just keep resetting your level, and every time you do, the vendor in there refreshes the contracts that he has for sale. So you can level contracts he has for sale, refresh, you buy up a bunch of contracts, and then you de-level, and then when you de-level, the contracts refresh again, because it's really not on level up, it's on level like change. So when you level and de-level, the contracts refresh, and doing that gives you enough contracts to just sit in Heist permanently, right? Because you make enough currency from doing the contracts to keep buying more contracts. And as long as you're leveling and de-leveling, the guy gives you enough contracts to just do it endlessly. So that's Infinite Heist, and yeah, get tons of Chaos Orbs doing it basically. Is the main point of the strat, and just like currency, raw currency, which, you know, is pretty bad later on in the league after the first few days. But the first few days, man, when exalts are like 20, 30, 40, 50 C each, man, you can make that in you know, less than an hour. You know, you're getting like 2 exalts per hour on the first night of the league, and the most expensive thing you can buy for like any build is like an exalt. So it's a really good way to just get all your gear for a build early on. And then you're basically just, all you're really trying to do with that strat is you get your character set up to, like, you know, get your build online to the point it needs to be to do like T16 maps and maybe some bosses and stuff, and then you just go into those with all the items you farm from within Heist, or bought rather. You farm currency and you bought items. That's usually how you want to do it. But yeah, that's definitely a good League Start strat for softcore. Great League. And definitely recommend doing Infinite Heist. They don't nerf it though, so I was kind of thinking they would nerf it after. Well, after I did it, I was like, man, this is really good. But I think people have been doing it for a while and they haven't really messed with it, so they probably won't. If they did, I wouldn't be too bothered by it. It's kind of cheating, but it's also like, I don't know, gets you ahead of other players, but not like ridiculously ahead. I mean, you kind of have to delay your character progression to do it because you keep de-leveling. So there's definitely a trade-off for doing it. But I'd say in Trade League, it's definitely worth it. So yeah, that was Arch Nemesis for me. I was not able to do it this league because I went out of town the day after, or the morning after League launched on Friday night, and then went out of town Saturday morning for a week. Didn't really play much. It's Giga Sag. That was fine. Still super happy with the league. I mean, I'd probably be like burning out even sooner. Really trying not to do, but I need to do. There's so much shit I want to do this league. I haven't done any Uber bosses yet. So I wanna, like, the next build I'm gonna make is gonna be like just giga tanky and good at Uber boss stuff. Is that Lightning Strike Berserker? Ooh, on an evasion phase. It's kind of gross, but so it's still a good, really good enchant. One of the more popular ones. That might sell for like 50C or something. Need Tanker Asia. I think he's trying to say he needs tanky leechers. I've seen that guy like post a lot. Got an immortal from Stack Deck in this again. 1/10 of a House of Mirrors. It's like 4x. Pretty nice. I'm glad that guy's gambling stack decks because I sell all my stack decks.
I cannot do this yet.
And he's probably buying them. Fucking got him. I don't know, man. I tried. Usually, I'm a pretty conservative player. All the gambly stuff that you can get in the game, I usually just sell to other people that gamble. In this league, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the gambles. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna farm a Mageblood. I'm gonna roll Astrogalies until I get a Mageblood. 10,000 Astrogalies later, I was like, alright, we're not gambling anymore. I was having a little bit of like sunken cost fallacy, and I was like, yeah, but I'm so close to getting it. If I just keep going, I've got to get it soon. And that lasted like from 6,000 to 8,000, 10,000 Astrogalies, and then I was like, alright, it's not happening. I need to stop doing this. Because that was like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago. I was doing that, and yeah, it was about 100x I spent in Astrogalies doing that. I was just like, I could have bought most of a Mageblood by now. I could basically be done farming a Mageblood by now if I didn't just spend these Astrogalies. And it felt really bad, and I was like, I'm just gonna do that. Never again. I do not have the luck for Astrogali farming. And it was so annoying. I'd see these people, and I'd be like, yeah, man, I just spent like 500 Astrogalies and got a Mageblood. It was like, it was kind of expensive, but I did it. I'm like, hate you. And I see all these people, and that's partially the reason I did it. It's because, you know, I'd see so many clips of people getting Magebloods, and like every single time they're literally sitting at Gwen and spending Astrogalies, and then they get a Mageblood. Every now and then you see clips of people like dropping it on the floor in maps, but like most of the time, that is the way to get a Mageblood. Go and gamble. And I don't know, man, the luck just was not with me. I got a 5 passive voices. That's cool. Like 90% of the time there's 7 passive. 5 passive voices there. Pretty poggers. Pretty giga enormo omega poggers. Not really. Man, you know what? I haven't had a raw exalt drop in so long. These simulacrums. Normally I get one like 3 runs. I was talking about this earlier. I'm just kind of amazed because I was expecting it to happen like that run, you know, because I complained about it. It should have happened. I don't understand. I complained about it and it still didn't happen. Doesn't make sense. Ancient Orb and a Geomancer's Incubator. I'm just gonna throw that on right now because I imagine I'm just gonna throw some random ones on the thing. Rusted Legion Scarab. Whoa. Fucking wild, man. Fucking wild. Ornate one? We're just out of... Pretty sure Delirium rewards is like straight up garbage, but... I don't know, even the off chance that they drop a Delirium Orb. It would be nice, but I think they just drop Splinters. I think I haven't been using Berserk this whole time, so far in this Delirium. So, we get it turned on now though. I think. Wait, now we have it turned on. Oh my god, we're so fast! Holy shit. It's like... we just went... broke the sound barrier in PoE. I shouldn't joke about that, or I'm literally gonna start getting like the audio tear bullshit that happens at $100 bucks.
My mana is gone.
It's gonna destroy people's ears that are listening to that things. cemetery. Oh yeah, the other thing I need to do actually is I have like a shitload of Crimson Temple maps I need to sell. Hold on to some, but I think I have like more than enough to like farm Crimson Temple and sustain maps, but I want to. That's all I really want. But I have like I have 72, like an entire map stash tab full of them, so I can just sell those. Because it keeps filling up and I keep having to move them out into like another tab. I want that to not happen anymore, and I also want to make money, so selling them seems to be the play there. So yeah, I'm gonna do that pretty soon. As soon as we're done blasting this Simulacrum, we'll probably do that. Should have been to do it before, but yeah. We got like an 8 mod map there. So, that.
I will not be made a fool.
The map rewards can be pretty good if they drop some type of Guardian, Conqueror, Alder Slayer map. Whoa, this song is wild. This dude is letting it loose on the mic. Sounds so emotional and epic and amazing. I just feeling so touched right now. They're going to be the fattest drop ever. And max life. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh my god, actually. That drop kinda smacked, not gonna lie. I was expecting it to match like the cheesiness of the vocals, but no, it's actually pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Did pretty good. Did pretty good, Mr. Producer. Took that weird vocal sample and you made a pretty cool song. Oh my god, I'm gonna die right now. What's this? Why are you being so tanky? Get out of that weird spot on the stairs. Okay. Molten Shell. All Lightning Strike. Totems down. Here's the Berserker Burst. What he's always talking about. All the ladies. And now the ladies always talking about the Berserker Burst. Like god, I just want to date like a Berserker because at that burst, you know? Yeah, I'm actually a Berserker. Did you know I was a Berserker? Yeah, and they just yeah. They just come in your Uber cab and you take them back to your place for the evening and they're like, oh my god. Forgot that Berserker burst, it was amazing. And you're like, you're welcome. Just don't give them any exalted orbs. Probably ask for exalted orbs. You gotta hold on to those. Anyway. That was kind of a sketchy Kosis though, man. He was like trying to kill me or something. I don't know what was up with him. Not being normal cool Kosis and just letting me destroy him. I put up a fight there. Oh, come on dude, don't you know the thing? I kill you, loot drops, easy peasy. But he was like, nah, it's different this time. That's it. But stacked up peaceful moments. Timeless jewel. Interesting. Let's see. Opinion. Damage over time.
I cannot do this yet.
Yeah, these are shit rewards. Sad. It's okay though. We'll blast regardless of what the rewards are. Mr. Simulacrum guy. Because we are just a slave to the currency. And we'll do literally whatever you tell us to make those fat exalts. Those beautiful exalted orbs. Even though kinda haven't given me any for like 8 simulacrums, which is really odd and not cool, but it's okay. But I'll do the sunken cost Gwen and Astrogali logic and be like, well, gotta get him now. Because it's been so long, right? There's no way we don't get him now. I'm a little scarred, guys. I'm a little scarred from my 10,000 Astrogali gamble earlier this league. You can't tell. 1 Aegis Aurora shield. 1. Not even 2. You can give me 2 Aegis Auroras. 1. Sad. Okay though, I'm totally over it. Bother me. Doesn't bother me like at all, you know? Like, I totally don't even care. In the wrong folder. Stash tab. The speed deposit these or Kosis is gonna break me. We needed that 4 Splinter of Chayula. It's okay. What a scary lightning boy is chasing me. That's okay. Just killed like 5 monsters and got big ahead 100 buffs, so we just don't die now. Always a good feeling. Pure damage. I like touched Omniphobia there for a second, he was like 25% myself. Okay. Destroying because turn on Molten Shell just in case. Nice. 6 rewards there. I think we might have a chance for 7 if they keep spawning, but a lot of times after the big bosses die, all the rest of the monsters kind of stop spawning. Which, I don't know, man. If anybody knows, like, in the comments how exactly the monster spawning in Simulacrum works, and, like, what the strategy you should use is, let me know. So I've tried a couple different things. I'm like, I don't know if you, like, when the bosses come out, you ignore them and keep killing waves of monsters so they keep spawning, or if you rush the bosses so that waves of monsters spawn faster after they die. I don't know. I don't know what the best strategy is, but I would like to know. If anybody out there knows, that would be good to know. I could probably just look it up in Google, probably in like 1 minute, but we'll pretend like that we don't live in that era where that can happen, and I need someone else to tell me. Also, I'm just really lazy, and I'm probably not going to do that regardless. So yeah, that would be cool. What? No, it didn't give me a chance at 6 rewards there. I'm just like, nah. Nah, we're just cutting you off, dude. Sorry, J-War. We're not fast enough. Not meet our expectations. I'm not gonna cry. God, I'm wearing this sweatshirt. Like, quite warm, actually. Probably because I have headphones on too, and they just like hug my head and make my whole head really hot for some reason. I don't like wearing them for extended periods of time, but I don't really have a choice right now. I do not have a really cool streamer mic with audio foam on the walls all around my room, guys. I use like a regular old headset, like a fucking noob. That's so sad. I always think it's funny how like they have these streamers with like all this like audio recording foam all over their walls, like set up like they're in a goddamn studio or something. And it's like, dude, you actually don't need that. You just need like not a completely empty room, so sound doesn't bounce all over the walls. But they don't understand. They think it looks cool. I actually used to be, when I was like 18 to 21, man. I was in a rock band, and actually relatively successful. Recorded some albums and whatnot. Some pretty well, one really nice studio, and then a couple kind of shitty ones. But anyway, I'm very familiar with the audio side of recording music and stuff, and it's always kind of funny to me when I see these video game streamers with like an entire 3 walls in the room filled with just like ceiling to floor with audio foam, and I'm like, why? I'm like, you're so ridiculous. Like, you do not need all that audio foam, bro. Like, literally all it does, guys, is it just like it just keeps sound from bouncing off of like hard surfaces. You literally just put like some just like pictures, or I don't know, you just have to like fill up the room basically with stuff, and the sound isn't going to directly bounce off of like, you know, the worst case scenario for like echo, where foam would really help, is if you had like completely like square room with just like hardwood floor and walls, just blank walls, right? And the sound would bounce around a lot in the room, and you'd get like some echo and reverb back in the mic, right? And that's what you're trying to avoid. But yeah, you do not need ceiling to floor looking audio foam if you're just like a regular streamer trying to like have good mic quality. That is not necessary. I mean, me right now, I've got like, you know, like a bed in my room and some, you know, some blankets like my cat's laying on, and some pictures on the walls, and you know, just some furniture around the room, and yeah, a carpeted floor, and it's fun. It's absolutely fun. Alright, wave 29 here. Almost died. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. I didn't think I was gonna get it this turn. This is cool. I'll start getting an idea of like what the XP is looking like. It's gonna laugh if I die there. What the XP is looking like for 99 to 100. And if I'll be able to do it in Simulacrums exclusively like I have been. I mean, I could, but just more about, like, I'm pretty confident I can, I'm just more about, like, my death rate, how often I die, and if it's gonna take forever or not. But, yeah, I'll start getting an idea of it pretty soon. Alright, I think this will come on, right? Some Exalted Shards, some Escape Camps, a shot. Those are probably some of the worst wave 30 rewards I've seen. Maybe we'll get some currency drops or something to make up for the shitty reward types. I'll kill Homophobia. I can kind of get, one of the only ways to die is like if I get womboed by Homophobia with Kozis kind of at the same time, but usually I can actually just tank them, fight both of them on top of each other. It's fine. Oh yeah, melting Kozis this time. I never look at the mods for the wave, but I have a feeling like the mods there were pretty easy. Alright, cool. Another Simulacrum down. Yeah, wow, that's terrible for wave 30 sim. But it's okay, we got some pretty good stuff. Regardless. Forgot to put something in the sim dump tab, guys. We're never gonna know how much you actually make from farming simulacrums now. I ruined it. Kidding. Alright, this is what I've been wanting to do here. Actually though, is I was gonna go for this passive mode, but I've decided we won't work to and war cry cooldown recovery to get this thing back up faster. Yeah, just so we can keep Berserk up longer and have that attack speed for longer than the simulacrums are doing. But yeah, cool. Some nice little simulacrum farm. Probably gonna cut the video here, guys. That was good. We got our Mageblood bot. Got some more simulacrum farming down. I think we're pretty close to being able to finish the video. There's our nice new Mageblood. We're not gonna use on this build, but I'm gonna make another build to use that eventually. And yeah, figure that out over the next day or two, and give an update on that, what's going on with that, and yeah, cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed chilling with me, doing some simulacrums. Yeah, have some more videos posted probably next couple days. I know we're gonna do like a compilation of all the farm from these simulacrums, which is what I've been putting in here, and we're gonna kind of break down everything and give you guys a good idea of what it's like to farm a bunch of simulacrums. So, I mean, it's probably not like new information. Simulacrum's always been good, but I don't know. People like PoE content, so throw it out there. Maybe some people will like it. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll have some more videos for you in the future. Thanks for watching.